So I'm gonna start off by giving an overview about chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are highly social and intelligent. They are our closest relatives. They play a crucial role in maintaining the biodiversity of African forests by dispersing large seeds through their diet. They're currently classified as endangered due to major threats like habitat loss and disease, primarily driven by human activities. They are also endangered due to hunting. That was another big factor that I saw that is causing their endangerment. They maintain diversity of Central Africa's forests, which is why it is important to conserve them. So, my 5 main goals for this project will be to inform how we can help them to not be endangered. That's my first goal. My second goal is to advocate for them by purchasing Forest Stewardship Council certified products. My third goal is to educate others about chimpanzees conservation, My fourth goal is to support policies that support their habitats in Africa, which I will get into detail once I get more into this project. And hopefully by the end of it, I am able to do this and explain how we could help them. And my last goal is to reduce impact on environment. For example, I was reading through an article and I saw that by this they mean by things that we do. For example, one of them is minimizing consumption of palm oil. So this project will contribute to primate conservation by allowing us to know ways we can help reduce the habitat. This could help in many ways. Like I said, it was learning what to reduce of what we consume. That could help with them. That could definitely help them not be endangered anymore. Yet there are many other factors that I probably have not read yet and will get into during the project. Another thing is that it will also teach us how we can do better choices and make sure we don't hurt chimpanzees, since as we know, they are really close to us. I believe it was a 98% in the article it had mentioned, and I will link down below, which is a really high percentage in which we should learn how to conserve them and not hurt them. So in an article I read, it stated how chimpanzees' current endangerment is due to their habitat loss and hunting. By hunting, they mean people are hunting for them. It also explained their diets. Their diets are really important, and if they cannot get the food that they need to eat, then that puts them in a really rough place because they are endangered. And then I read in the article that they just keep moving to find that food, and they are somewhere where they don't belong, because as I mentioned, they do belong in the Africa's forest, which is, if they're moving from their thing, they're creating habitat loss, which is why it is important to learn how to keep them safe and not hurt them in this way. In the current number, I believe it was 170,000 to 370,000 of chimpanzees out in the wild. And it didn't state in what forest, because as we know, they do live in forests. It did not state in what forest, but it did state that this move was due to the habitat loss, and in which, as I was reading it, most of it was all about their diets. They eat fruits, and if they cannot find that, like I mentioned before, they will move somewhere else. So my general overview of this project is to do the 5 goals I mentioned and hopefully be able to learn how to do it and how we can help the chimpanzees not have habitat loss and how we could reduce any hunting and things like that, so we could conserve them and they could still be with us and they could be where they belong and not elsewhere.